Good morning, beautiful ladies and gents. Hey, friend, what's up? Today is the start of another vlog. Um, I have a few things that I want to get started on today, so I'm gonna take you guys with me. The first thing, well, not the first thing, but one of the things I'm most excited about today, y'all, is today I start my actual reset. Today I start the journey to get rid of this right here. I don't like it. I don't like this fatness in my face. So today I'm going to walk or I'm going to go to the gym. I haven't made up my mind because, so basically, my daughter came to town again. She came back to help finish the other half of the cheer camp at her old high school. So I picked her up yesterday and we did a little running around. Went by to see my mom and all of that because the last time she was in town, she didn't get a chance to go by and see my mom. So she wanted to do that. So we went over there yesterday and then we did a bunch of other stuff. But I didn't get a chance to come back and prep some food that I'm making. My son, I told him I would make him a meal because he helped me move in. He was one of the people that helped me move my stuff to my new place. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna make you whatever meal you want me to make, and that'll be your payment. He said, cool. He wanted oxtail pizza. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'll do the oxtail pizza because that was something that I did. Like I made an oxtail pizza probably like 2 years ago. They really liked it. So then I made another one. They really liked it. But he also likes my pasta. So I thought he was gonna say my chicken and shrimp Alfredo pasta because that's normally what he'll ask for. Like when he went off to school and he came home for some type of holiday, I can't remember what it was. He wanted me to make that because he hadn't had it in a while. So I thought he was gonna say that, but he didn't. But then he no, let me back up. So I went ahead and I bought the oxtails probably 3 weeks ago. I went to Costco, got some oxtails and a bunch of other meat because I want to be prepared because I knew he wanted some oxtails. And if he didn't, I knew at some point when my daughter came home this summer, she was going to ask for some. So I went ahead and bought some at Costco, y'all. And so then he texted me um, well, I texted him because I knew she was coming. So I said, I'm a hit two birds with one stone. When I do these oxtails, they're gonna be some for him, some for her, and we're gonna be good to go. Ain't nobody gonna be on my head top again this summer about no oxtails. So since I was picking her up, I said, let me go ahead and take these things out the freezer, call him. He decided he don't want the pizza no more, which I'm so glad I didn't go by the dough. He decided he don't want the pizza. He want oxtail pasta. I said, bet. That's even better. That's even better. So I'm gonna prep my oxtails today, y'all. I gotta go to the store and get some vinegar. We went to the store yesterday. They didn't have no vinegar. Now I was in my old stomping ground, so I went to Food Depot because I was like, oh, I know they're gonna have some. And plus, there was a few things that I wanted to get from Food Depot that I used to get from Food Depot. So I went to Food Depot. They didn't have no vinegar, y'all. All they had was apple cider vinegar, and that's not what I wanted. I wanted some white distilled vinegar to, clean my oxtails, pick up a couple of lemon and lime to clean my oxtails. I was able to get some marinade. Now, I normally get the Walker's Wood, but child, they wanted $5 for that. And I was like, oh no, oh no, 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 ma'am. So this was another jerk marinade, another brand, Grace. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna get them. It was a whole dollar less. So I got this. And plus I still have some of that dry rub, the jerk rub that I had put on the salmon a few vlogs ago. I still have some of that. So that's what I'm gonna use to, marinate and season up my oxtails. And I got the hot and spicy because again, me and my kids love hot and spicy. I love hot and spicy food. They do too, especially when it comes to like oxtails. They want them spicy. So I'm gonna do that later on. But again, I gotta go get the vinegar. So I'm either going to walk to the store or I'm gonna wait till my daughter gets back from the camp. Um, I think they're done at like 3 o'clock. So I'll have time to go ahead and run to the store, or I might have her stop by the store on her way here and just pick up some because she knows because they didn't have no vinegar, they didn't have no penne pasta, they didn't have no I had a whole list of things that they did not have at Food Depot. And by the time I did all that running around, like picking her up from the airport, going to my mom's house, we went somewhere else and we got something to eat and went to the store. I was like, okay, yeah, well, I was thinking I was gonna go to Kroger or to another store once I got back on my side of town, but that did not work. Oh, let me stop. I forgot I got all this greasy stuff right here. I got to get that up. So I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna prep the oxtails, and I might even start cooking them on camera tonight. I'm gonna put them in my slow cooker. And then, of course, once I actually make up the pasta and the sauce, because I do a homemade Alfredo sauce, y'all. I don't like the jar Alfredo sauce. It tastes like nothing to me. So I don't ever buy it. I just make my own. So I'll do that. I'll make the meal on camera, of course, and put it in the vlog, especially if I don't, because like I said, I'm just gonna prep the meat tonight. I need for it to marinate and sit overnight before I start cooking it. I'm not one of those people that will open up some meat, season it up, and cook it within 15 minutes. Mm-mm. Especially not no oxtails. I'm gonna let those bad babies sit. Okay, I'm gonna let them really marinate. So I'm gonna do that today. Again, like I said, I'm starting my workout regimen today. So I'm either gonna go downstairs to the gym or I'm gonna walk. And it's a nice little walk. I might walk all the way up to Atlantic Station, maybe go around, come back down, and end up back home. But either way, I'm gonna take you guys with me as I get back started on that. What I'm gonna do now is because I think I'm gonna probably make me some type of protein shake before I go walk, a little shot of a protein shake. It's probably not going to be a full cup because I really need to get some more creamer or a little more lactate milk or something because I have some creamer, but it's only going. I don't want to use all of it making the shake, so it's only probably going to make me about a good 6 ounces, which is fine. It's going to be peanut butter and protein powder, so that'll give me some type of energy. And then I was thinking I was probably going to make like a little omelet when I got back as a late breakfast brunch. But right now I'm gonna make me a little coffee. Well, this little espresso, these espresso pods. I went and got some new ones the other day. You guys see that in the vlog. I went and picked up some new ones. I still don't know where I'm going to put my coffee pods. I did order this little basket. It hasn't come yet, so that's why I put the pods on this Lazy Susan that I had from back in the day. This is like, oh, I got this. I don't know, probably 7 years ago because I had this at my house. So, and I used to put like my oils and stuff, like my um, olive oil and all that. Like these right here, I had a bunch of these different ones because I had olive oil, avocado oil, grapeseed oil, regular cooking oil, and I would have them in little containers and I set them right here on the little Lazy Susan. So, I'm gonna do that. At some point, I picked up some ginger. So at some point, I'm gonna make me a little drink. My cousin gave me this little cocktail that she said helps her sleep at night. So I'm gonna use some of this ginger for that, and I'll tell you guys, if it works. And you guys may have heard about it, because if you guys are in my age bracket, like I think you are, then we all going through the same thing. Those sleepless nights, those night sweats, that insomnia, y'all know, friend, you know what I'm talking about. So my cousin gave me this little recipe, and I'm gonna make that. And I think it's like some cherry juice. I think it's, yeah, cherry juice, ginger, a lemon olipop. I'm so new to this olipop thing, but I'm gonna get me some today. They're supposed to be a good um, probiotic, like soda. I kept seeing it and thought, what is that? Because they always coming out with some new drink. So I thought it was some type of sparkling water, and I'm not a sparkling water girl, so I just didn't pay any attention. But my cousin was like, no, it's like it helps your digestion, and it tastes pretty good. The flavors that she's had, and since I trust her opinion, I'm gonna pick up some, and I'm gonna make the little cocktail. So basically, it's cherry juice, ginger, some magnesium glycolate, or some type of calm. Y'all know what that calm powder is, supposed to help you sleep and rest well. A little bit of that powder, as well as the cherry ginger. I mean the cherry drink or whatever. So I'm gonna make it up. If I make it up and if it works for me, I'm gonna let you guys know that it worked for me, so you can try it out too. Because when I tell y'all, These sleepless nights be wearing your girl low. When I tell you I be up 2, 3 in the morning. Thankfully, I don't have to be to work till 11. So that's God's grace right there. Because I tell people all the time, if I was still flying when I hit this menopause situation, girl, Delta Airlines probably would have fired me, child. Because let me tell you something. One thing you gotta be when you work there is be on time and be at work. You got to be on time. And I didn't have no 11 a.m. work schedule. I had a pickup is at 4:30. Pickup is at 5:30. Like the schedule is all over the place. So, my sleep schedule was really, really off kilter when I was working there. And that's when it started, actually. That's when I started not being able to sleep as well. And it's because my body was always up, down, up, down. There was no regular schedule. My body was not on a regular schedule. Um, my mind, my sleep pattern was just all thrown off for years. So I'm just now getting back to a place where I can sleep longer than 3 hours at a time. Yeah, I miss it. I miss being able to lay my head down and get me a nice, good 5, 6, 7. Like I used to be a sleeper, y'all. I'm one of them people that could sleep. Okay, if I couldn't do nothing else, my mama would tell you it didn't matter. I was not a fussy child when I got sleepy. She said I was just going off to sleep. I didn't start crying and get fussy, all that right there. She said I would just go out to sleep. She said I didn't cry about nothing unless I was hungry or wet. So, and I've been that way my whole life as far as sleep. Like back in the day when I used to be really in these streets with me and my homegirls from college, and we would go to certain parties. Like when I would come home, sometimes we would back in the day, Lil John used to throw parties at his house, his mama's house. He stayed down in the basement, but he had it was like a little apartment, and so he would throw parties. Me and my homegirl Tony, that was my girl. We used to go out and party. We go to his house. She'd be like, John having a party, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, yeah, cool. Now, this was before he was Little John, that y'all know him. This was before then. Um, so we would go over to his house. They be partying to the wee hours. Girl, if I get tired, he had a little sofa in there. I used to go get that corner on that sofa and take it on the bed. I did not care. Like the party would still be going on. If I got tired, I got sleepy, I would go to bed, y'all. Like, so when I say I used to sleep, I used to sleep. So, okay, y'all, that's enough of that. That's enough of that. I have to get this oil up and try to get the rest of this wax up. Remember, I told y'all in my last vlog that I caught myself trying to get nice and cute and smooth and was going to wax these little chin hairs, right? Y'all know what I'm talking about. I was going to do a little wax. So I had put my wax in the microwave to warm it up. Warmed it up too much. It was boiling hot. It melted the container and everything. Exploded right here on my counter. So at first I tried to let it get hard. It never did get hard because it's not a hard wax. So I used one of these knives. These are one of my old knives that I've had for like years and years. No, that's not the knife. I threw it away. But anyway, I had a knife about this size that I used to just open up all these boxes when I first moved in because I didn't have a box cutter. I said, okay, this knife don't bend through it. It don't seem better days. So I'm gonna use it. So I used that same knife to try to scrape up a lot of the wax because it was all over here and it came all down into my sink. So I scraped up a lot of it, but it wasn't doing the job like I needed it to do the job. And I didn't want to scratch this marble. I didn't want to scratch it or whatever countertop this is. I didn't want to scratch it. So I went to Home Depot. When I went to Home Depot and got the stuff, I told y'all I saw some little creepy crawlers because I had all those boxes in storage and I knew I was going to have some creepy crawlers. I went and got some spray and I also got this. I said, I know at Home Depot I can get some type of little spatula, that the workers use, the construction workers when they're doing whatever, whether they're laying tile or whatever. So I got this and got all of it up. When I say it came up so much better than me scratching up this surface with that knife, I got it all up. It was still kind of sticky though. So I put some of this. This was the post wax remover that I got, for my little wax. So I used this to make it really nice and greasy. And I'll wipe that up and it was still kind of greasy. So I need to go back over it with some, just use some dish soap and one of my little scrubbers and just kind of get the rest of it up. Now I still have some in my sink. I don't know. I do have like another little scrubber, the little scrub daddies. I have another one of those, and I have some pink paste. So I'm probably gonna use the pink paste and that to try to get this to get this up. Now I won't be able to get it up right now because Chad left the pink paste in the car, and my daughter has the car, so I'm gonna have to wait till later on to try to get this inside up. But this outside, I'm gonna go ahead and try to get the rest of this grease up. Probably make me a little coffee, but this thing right here came in handy, y'all. Make me a little coffee, a little espresso, a little drink while I finish doing some things. So I need to sweep. I'm not gonna show y'all me sweeping. That's just kind of boring. I need to sweep, and I also need to finish unpacking some of my makeup. I finally bought like a little storage container for my bathroom. Y'all know if you've ever moved from a big place to a small place, you know that it's hard to find where to put your stuff. And that's been my issue. That's why I'm not all the way unpacked like I want to be. And I've been here for a little over a month now. And it's because I came from a bedroom that was the size of this bedroom plus the bathroom. Actually was bigger. Anyway, my master suite, my own suite at my house was from here all the way to this wall. So it was the whole length of my kitchen and my living room. My bedroom was that size. And so I had a bunch of stuff. So now I'm trying to still get rid of stuff and size down. And it's been hard. But finally found a little container, this little 4-wheel container that I put a lot of my stuff in. I think I still may need one more because I still have some stuff that needs to be placed somewhere. And since the bedroom just isn't big enough, it's not big enough for a big dresser and all that. So I'm still trying to figure that out. But I'm going to sweep and mop in there, sweep and mop in here. Like, again, like I said, I'm not going to put that on camera, but this is just what I got to do today. And I'm going to make me a little espresso to get started. I bought these cute little glasses, y'all. I can't wait to use them. And they come with a little straw. One thing I'm gonna do is buy is buy some glasses and mugs for some coffee. Child, that's one thing I'm gonna do is make sure I get some cute little glasses for coffee and everything. So let me go ahead and I might as well put it right here. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna do that and then I'm gonna holler at y'all. Oh, you know what I meant to tell y'all? I meant to tell y'all about the trail ride. I was supposed to tell y'all what happened. So basically, what happened was it was unorganized. Now, there were some people, a lot of people did get into the trail ride. We did not. We were in the group of people that I showed that picture with in the last video of us just standing out there. It was so many of us out there. People, several ladies passed out. They said it was like 4 or 5 people passed out because it was hot that day. We out there, first of all, we had to walk a country mile to get to the venue from the parking because it was just that packed. We walk, we unpack all our stuff, coolers and carts and everything. We dragging carts. We get there and we end up getting to the line. But this one girl had already told us. We saw several people leaving while we was walking. They was like, girl, they stopped and told us what was going on. They was like, girl, we've been in the line for an hour and a half. We got here because it was the doors were supposed to open, I think, at 1 o'clock. The one girl was saying that they got there at 12 o'clock and it was already in line. She said they had been in line for an hour and a half and still hadn't got through. So her home girl said, oh, we out. We not about to do this. And if you are of a particular age like I am and like these ladies were, all that standing in line stuff, I don't do that shit no more. I'm not gonna stand in no line for no hour and have to see nobody. If Jesus not in there, don't expect me to stand in no line. I'm not standing no line for no hour and a half for nothing. I mean for nothing. Back in the day, I wouldn't stand in the line too long. Now the line was too long. Well, me and my homegirl, because we was little people, sometimes I'm so ashamed to even say this. Sometimes we would kind of just scoot on up and people would let us like just kind of scoot on up Girl, we was crazy, but we would do that. Now I wish somebody would try to jump me, child. I would call you out so quick, fast, and hurt. Excuse me, ma'am. The line is this way. The line's back here. Yeah, but that's neither here nor there. That was back. That was 30 years ago. So I don't stand in lines no more. So when we got there, like me and my other homegirl, we was like, we looked at each other like, shit, you think about setting this line? Because for one, it wasn't a single file line. That's why I say it was unprofessional. It was just a big crowd of people. There was no distinct lines where you could say, okay, this line. Everybody was, it was just a big crowd. So people just moving up, moving up. So that's going to cause chaos and confusion. That is going to cause chaos and confusion. It's hot out there. People got their boots on the ground. They got their cowboy hats on. They got their coolers and everything. It was supposedly there was another line far to the right where if you had a cooler, I mean, if you didn't have a cooler, you could go over there and just go straight in because they were checking all of the coolers. Now that's a shame because we grown. We are a lot of grown people and they got to check our coolers. We come into this event to have fun, to dance, to drink and be merry, and they got to check all the coolers. Either way, they did not have enough staff when it came to ticketing, and that was the problem. Because I heard on the inside they were in there having a good time, even though they got rained on. They said they got rained on. Of course, people fled to the hills, fled to the bathrooms or whatever, wherever shelter was to wait the rain out, and then they came back out and finished partying. And I know that because there's one little guy that we met on the way in. He had got my homegirl phone number because he liked the way she looked, and he was texting her back and forth like, "Where y'all at?" Telling her what was going on. So he was telling her that they was still partying on the inside once the rain stopped, and that they end up having a pretty good time. But that's getting in there. We never even got in there. Myself and a lot of people didn't get in there, and then a lot of people just left. We're just like, you know what? And just dipped. And so that's eventually what we did. And again, y'all, it's not like I'm not saying that the event on the inside was bogus or was terrible or whatever. I'm just saying getting into the event was was what caused such a big issue and was very it was just very disorganized. If they had organized it better, then we could have got in. And then at some point they did start telling people that they weren't letting anybody else in. So we were like, okay, well, we're not even gonna stand out here for an hour, and then it's gonna be. And then the other thing was the online on Wolf Creek's website. It said the event was from 1 to 5. Come to find out, it really was. Oh, it was 1 to like 7. So we could have stayed and got in and had a little fun. But on the website, it said to 5. It said 1 to 5. Now the guy was the one who told my homegirl back and forth, no, it don't end till 7. On the flyer that we had, no time. On the website, 1 to 5. So how are we supposed to know that it really ends at 7? Either way, we went on the left. So that's what I mean when I said it was a trail ride fail for us because we were never able to get in, and it was because of the disorganization at the front gates. Not that the artists or anything were terrible or doing something wrong, but we could never even get into the venue. So that was a big no for me because again, like I said, I don't stand in lines like that. I don't have time for that. I'm on the other half of my life. I don't have time to waste it standing in nobody's line for an hour and a half if Jesus is not in there. Okay? So that's it. That's all. I'm gonna go ahead and get started with my day, y'all. I'm gonna catch up with you guys later. Probably when I get ready to go work out or when I walk to the store, one of the two. I'm gonna catch up with y'all later. I hope y'all have a wonderful week. We're gonna get this vlog started. See y'all. Oh, I forgot I'm not gonna see y'all. I'm gonna do my coffee, y'all. Woo! I'm gonna do, and I bought these new. Ain't no size on these. This is this new flavor that the Weekend is being a spokesperson for on Nespresso. And so I was like, okay, let me try it. But it don't even tell me what size. They normally tell you what size cup you need. Like this one says 7.7. So it's telling you it's going to make 7.7 ounces. This is a full cup of coffee. 7.7. There's nothing on here. Girl. So I hope this is going to be big enough. But yeah, the size of the pod, I'm sure it will be. Because if it was going to be a full size, it would be bigger. And it's not. So I'm thinking it's probably going to be the size of a shot of double espresso. Because it's a little bit bigger than just one shot of espresso. So it's going to probably be the size of double espresso. So we're going to see. I'm going to let y'all know how I like it. Do I have enough water in here? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, gotta warm up a little bit. Let me get my creamer. Now I'm probably gonna do this oatmeal creamer, this brown sugar shaken espresso. I saw one of the girlies on YouTube had this. I can't remember who it was though, but I tried it. I like it, and I'm gonna probably do this iced. Yeah, I bought this little concoction from. Where I got this from? TikTok shop, I think. It's supposed to be just little pebbles of ice because I want to do like an ice coffee. We're gonna see. Let me mix up my creamer. I think I'm gonna probably end up just getting me one of those little small pebble ice makers. Well, ice makers with the little pebble cubes. Cause child, what is this? I don't know. Now see when they show it on the video, it looked much easier. Let's see. Okay, that'll do it. I think. Yeah, that's a bust. I'm probably gonna throw that away. Let's see. It's okay. It's okay. Um, I'm mad about this. I'm mad about this. What is this like? Here, I'm probably gonna put this in the trash. But let me get the rest of the ice out. Like, I'm not gonna be doing this. I'm not gonna be doing this. Let me see. It could be sweeter. It could be sweeter. So I'm gonna put a little sugar-free brown sugar and cinnamon. And I'm just gonna pour a cap full. Yeah. Oh, now I made a mess. I forgot I gotta get this. I hope this stuff ain't greasy up under here, because I don't set it on here. Okay, move you over. That did it. Let me get this up. Hey friend, it's time for me to go on my little walk. I am making me a chocolate peanut butter and banana protein shake. Got the protein from Trader Joe's, got the PB Fit powder from probably Whole Foods, and then I have a frozen banana that I have in the freezer. I'm just going to use my blend jet. Just give me a little something to put on my stomach before I go on this walk. I'll see you guys later. Hey friend, I am on my way on my walk, y'all. This is my little outfit. I got a backpack because I plan on stopping by the store. I'm not trying to hold those bags as I walk. Got my water with my pre-workout in it. This is what I got on. Got on my little running shoes. Probably can't see them. Just got on some little leggings. Got my little t-shirt on. And if y'all see that bulge right there, you know what it is. Yeah, I'm on my way back. That was a nice little walk. That last hill, child, I almost took your girl out. I'm finna go inside, stretch, and probably try to do some squats. And then that's gonna be it. Take me a shower and get ready to start cooking my food. My daughter is on her way back home with the vinegar and the other items that I told her to get. So I'm gonna see y'all later. Can't even do my 2 fingers. Bye, y'all. Y'all, this is the backpack that I had on. It rolls up and folds into a little small little thing that you can carry everywhere. I bought this years ago to take on my excursions when I was still working, when I was traveling. So whenever I found myself in a nice city that I want to tour, I would take out this little trusty dusty backpack and put my stuff in it and travel hands free, of course, especially if I'm in a strange town or a strange country. Came in very handy. I think I got it off Amazon. I mean, I like years ago, so I probably can't even find a link, but if I do, I will put it in the description in the box so that you guys can get one as well. It's very lightweight, and again, as you see, it folds up to little or nothing, and you can just put it anywhere. You can put it in your purse, you can put it in your suitcase. Like, it's very small once you fold it up, and it still has a lot of room. Next time I'll try to get a picture of me with this on my back so you can see just how big it is, but it's a very nice size. Yep, here we go. I just figured I'd show you guys that. If you are a traveler and a person that likes to be hands-free, because child, I'm not trying to lose nothing, drop nothing, break nothing, forget nothing. So I have to have my little purses and backpacks with me. Yep. Mm-hmm.